Hello and welcome back. This is Joanna the Medium. I'm also an intuitive coach. Welcome to your July 2017 readings. As always, thank you so much for watching, for sharing, and for liking. If you would like a private session with me just to see how life goes on with you or what you would like to have clarity on, I have included that information down below for you. Also, I will be away for a big part of July, which means August readings will be either late or I will do them halfway through August, but I will also include September. I may also do a quick mid-month August, these readings will be much shorter. So I will have to see what I do, but I'm already saying to you, just so you know, they won't be posted August 1st because I just won't be able to. There's just not enough time for me to do all of it. Also, 6-month readings from July until December will be posted on Vimeo in the next couple of weeks, and I will probably post a video on that once it's ready. I just want to say July seems to be a fantastic month for most of the signs. Actually, there's nothing here that I can remember that's negative. It seems to be a pretty good energy. A lot of transformations, a lot of transitions, but these are all fantastic energies. I have tried to make the readings shorter because I do realize many of you don't have time to listen to me for 35 minutes. And they just did not go as planned. So most of them are over 30 minutes. I do apologize for that. I will do my best to keep them shorter because not only is the recording of them tremendously time consuming, but it also takes a lot longer to download. So I will keep them a little bit shorter while still being able to give you as much information as I can. Also, is there anything else? I feel that's it. Of course, always thank you so much for watching and for liking or subscribing. Please comment if you would like to, as to how this affects you, and always listen to your other signs, your moon sign and your rising sign, as well as your sun sign, because oftentimes these signs will give you much more clarity with regards to what goes on with you. And I think that's all I have left. I'm supposed to say good luck to somebody, but good luck to everybody. Good luck to all of us. And without further ado, let's get started on July readings. I hope you enjoy them. Have a wonderful month. Take care. Hello, beautiful Taurians. This is going to be a reading for the month of July. I have 4 cards. 2 cards fell out in the health department. So let's get started. Remember, this is a general reading. It's not going to apply to all of you. So as I said earlier, listen to your other signs if this one does not make sense, or just to get a bigger picture. When I was concentrating on the energy of Taurus for the month of July, there were a few things that were coming up. Number 1, I kept seeing the card of transformation and or death, which is the card number 13 in a traditional tarot deck. To me, this is a fantastic sign. It signifies that many of you are still, the word still, going through a period of transformation. I kept seeing the number 6. 6 stands for the month of June. So perhaps some of you have started the process of transformation in June, or you have felt it in June, and it seems to be a continuation of such. For some of you, actually he says for most of you, not for all of you certainly. 6 is also a number of harmony, of inner balance. And as a result of this transformation, you are heading into a much more balanced state of mind, which is actually reflected in the health department, which we will talk about that in a minute. I also kept seeing the devil, which is, card number 15 in the tarot deck. I see cards, they show me cards because it is so much easier than just to say a linear sentence. It takes way too much time. I can extract different information from a vision depending on where I focus. And the devil was very much about letting go of things that have made you emotionally stuck, and in particular, emotionally withdrawn. So things that have been bugging you from your past, things that have been on a subconscious level, mostly, some of it could be conscious, things that were preventing you from being fully yourself, fully realizing your own goals, your own strengths, your own abilities and capabilities. You seem to be letting go of those things. Some of you are also letting go of possessions, whether you are letting go of the attachment to possessions or you are the energy of attachments, or you are actually physically letting go of physical things. Could be people, but I'm not, this is to me more possessions. Obviously there could be people that are standing in the way of making you be the best that you can be, but for the most part I'm feeling this on a material level. So as perhaps as a side effect of transformation, you are realizing some things about you that are allowing you to let go of some things that in the past may have been very important, or you contributed a lot of importance to, and you are choosing to no longer have these attachments. Now, these attachments seem to be possessions for the vision that I'm getting. Some of these attachments are to money, and this actually came up in another sign. So make sure you listen to your other signs. Now, this doesn't mean that you are letting go of the need to have money. You are letting go of the preoccupation with money. So the energy seems to be shifting from the attachment to money to more of a relaxed state of mind about money. And I've said this before, when we are focused on money, or when we are very attached to money, there is usually an underlying fear on a subconscious level that we are not realizing. So as I said, you are some of you are going through a transformation period, and the number 6 is a number of relaxation in my vocabulary, psychic vocabulary. It's a number of inner peace and inner harmony. And because you're heading more into a calmer space of mind and calmer space of emotion, your attachments to money and possessions seems to be lessening, and that is a good thing. I also kept seeing the Fool, which is a brand new beginning. Many of you are or will be experiencing a new beginning on some level in certain aspects of your life. And I hear the words relationship. So for some of you, there's going to be a new energy around relationships, whether it is an existing energy, an existing relationship, or a new relationship coming into fruition. There seems to be that, and I'll address that in the relationship department in a moment. Is there anything else that I saw? Yes, I also looked at all the numbers. I was asked to look at all the numbers it's a little thing that I do. And overall, it's also a month of, I hear the word collaborations, but most importantly, it's a month of expansion. So as you transform, as you transition from being one way to transitioning into be another way, your views, the transition will be reflected in your views of the world, whether it is how you see the world, how you see yourself in the world, how you connect with the people around you, and also how you give to others and how you receive. There seems to be an energy of expansion, particularly with regards to your views. And anytime we expand our views, well, we seem to be a much richer individual. So let's move on with the cards. The actual card for the overall energy is the card of Wheel of Fortune, and it doesn't get better than this. It does signify, so Wheel of Fortune is about luck, obviously, and it is upright, so things are going in your way, but it does also signify that it is an ending of a cycle. So 10 is a number of endings, and it feels to me like you are leaving the old way and you are entering into a brand new state of existence. And that is actually essentially also a byproduct of transformation, which is incidentally what I was seeing. And so with this card, expect new and exciting ideas to come your way. Also expect new people to enter into your life. I hear the word collaboration. Okay. Hang on, I'm seeing TV. What's with this TV, please? For some reason, I'm seeing someone watching a TV program and somebody gets really excited. And I don't know how this is connecting, other than perhaps you see yourself on TV, or there is an aspect of you that you are looking at on television, and this makes no sense to me, but hopefully it'll make sense to you guys after July is over. So be open to different possibilities and different way of doing things, particularly when it comes to organization. And I'm looking at some of you, you're looking at your plate, and this seems to be work related, and you're looking at all the different things you have to do, and then you are choosing to take on certain aspects of your work, but also you are choosing to put other aspects either on a back burner or completely letting it go, because they're not as important as the ones you are choosing to take on or to take priority over. Also, many of you will be letting go of the mundane parts of your life that you are attaching your energy to, or you are expanding your energy into, or putting your energy into, realizing that some of those things are no longer important to you, and therefore putting your energy to it makes absolutely no sense on any level. So there's letting go of attachments again, and these are healthy things to be letting go of. Sorry, you're not letting go of healthy things. Letting go is a healthy thing to do. So that is what I'm seeing with the card of Wheel of Fortune. In this deck is called the card of Destiny. Also, many of you are going to be following your path. You are going to be realizing that you're following your path, or you are going to be realizing what your path is, and you will start to follow that. And again, 10 is number of completion of cycles, and the Fool was shown to me as a brand new energy. So 10 ending, 0 beginnings, 1 is a focused energy. So fantastic. The relationship card is the card of Two of Swords. What did I write here? I actually wrote smoother roads ahead, and I will address the card in a second. I also saw and heard brand new beginnings for many of you, and much more harmony within existing relationships. I also saw much more inner peace, and I saw collaboration. So relationship area here does not necessarily imply romantic. It is any area where you are relating with somebody, to somebody, whether it be love relationship, romantic, family, friends, could be also co-workers, or you're relating with pets, that can also come in. But there, because this is a number 2, there is some of you will be dealing with a decision or an indecision, an inner conflict, as this card represents mental conflict, because you are needing to choose something. Some of you are needing to choose where you are going to live next. So whether it is because you are expanding, and we did see the energy of expansion that was mentioned at the very beginning. So whether you are expanding because a baby is coming on board, or the physical expansion, or you are just expanding and energetically you need to move into a better place, bigger place, maybe even a smaller place. If you're letting go of some things, it could actually be a smaller place. Point is, some of you are choosing or needing to decide where you're going to live and where you're going to move. So that is for some of you. Some of you are deciding, because I'm seeing a path, and then you are choosing to take a slight, you're veering off slightly. So what does that mean? Some of you are choosing a different path in life. But how does this fit with relationships? Then their partner. Okay, so if you are with a partner, it might be that some of you are going to go, I don't want to say separate ways, because that's obviously that's possible, but I'm not getting so much that. Yes, it's going to be for some of you, but it doesn't feel like an ending. Yes, you do have the card of completion. Absolutely, you do. But it is a great card. It is a card of luck. This is more about choosing to be on a different spiritual path, perhaps, than your partner. And one person goes one way, the other person goes another way, but you're still in a collaboration. This could also mean that some of you are choosing to let go energetically of a person in your life that has been quote unquote sucking you dry. So whether it is a partner, as in romantic, or whether it is a family member, whether it is a friendship that you have, you are choosing to go your separate way, or you are choosing to go in your own path. Maybe because you're realizing your paths are different and now it's time to move. So you're the one veering off. I see that the person keeps going the way they're going. You're the one that you're the one that is taking the slight turn off the highway, if you will. So that is for some of you. Now I'm seeing some of you needing to wait. Okay, what is this waiting about? Some of you have a big decision coming up with regards to a commitment. Whether it is within an existing commitment, whether it is because you want to commit, it's something to do with commitment. Some of you are needing to wait. Why are they needing to wait? They need more information. Because I'm seeing a wedding band, and that signifies to me a commitment, not necessarily a wedding or engagement, but a commitment. Some of you need to wait in order to decide something. And I'm seeing a mountain a little bit off to the distance. I feel like there is something you will have to deal with regarding a relationship, but it is a time for you to wait, not necessarily to do anything drastic about it. And then I'm hearing the words 2 months. So, he's saying to me, this is an energy of transformation for many of you. And sometimes when we go through transformation, we feel like we have blinders on, or we're in the fog and we can't see clearly. That's actually quite standard, if you will, in my practice, in what I've seen, in my experience. When we go through transformation, it's hard for us to decide. So that is for some of you. It's not going to be for all of you. As a matter of fact, I see maybe it's 20-25% of you who need to decide something regarding a relationship or a partner. Could also be a partnership within work, yes. But it's being that decision or the challenge is being shown to me August or even maybe September. I'm being pushed more towards the fall months. Okay. And is there anything else? And I just got a headache all of a sudden. So with those of you who need to decide something, someone or something is causing you a headache, but you need to wait. Obviously, if you can, if you're in a situation where decisions have to be made, obviously always listen to your intuition. But I feel some of it has to do with work, and I'll tell you why, because there's another card with work that kind of seems to be pointing to this. So that's all I have. No, that's not all I have. Okay, I just saw a dog come in. A dog just walked in and it sat down, and it's this happy dog looking at a family. So some of you might be adopting a dog or might be getting a pet, whether it's a pet, as in a dog, a cat, a fish. And this also came up, I think, in another reading with another sign. So it would be, again, listen to your other signs, and if that connects, you might be getting a pet, you might be getting an addition to your family. And again, we are in the energy of expansion, we are in energy of 3, which maybe that's why some of you need to move, because you want to get a pet and your current conditions, living conditions, do not allow for that to happen. Because I see this dog is waiting, and it's almost like it's watching through a plexiglass, and the family cannot see the dog. So that signifies to me there is a pet waiting for a family, or for some of you, ready to enter your life, and that will happen a little bit further down the road. So some of you are maybe in the planning stages for that. Okay, now moving on to, he says, don't forget the 6. So yes, a lot more harmony in existing relationship for some of you. Okay, so I see it's being shown in different scenarios. Wealth, prosperity, and career. We have the card of, well, there's no way beating around the bush. The card of deception. It's a card, it's, you know, Seven of Swords. Pretty self-explanatory. So the only thing that I will say about this is work and career and finances. The thing that I will say about this card is watch your money. Some of you, I feel, sorry, I just looked at my cat. Some of you might, okay, what I'm being shown here is somebody's wallet is going missing. So what I would say, particularly gentlemen, or if you're a woman and you wear your wallet in a back pocket like a lot of men do, you are being asked to be careful, particularly in your workplace. So that's interesting. Well, it is a card for work area as well. So be careful, because I feel either somebody wants to, I hear stealing money, and whether it's huge amount, little amount, it's that actually doesn't matter. Point is, watch out for your valuables. And that card rarely comes with me. Well, it's just, I'm glad that it comes only once in a while, but because it's shown and because it's connecting to money, I'm being asked to pass on this message to be careful, okay? Some of you are either thinking of lending someone money, or is somebody going to lend money to them? No, the other way around. Okay, some of you are thinking of lending money, and I see this huge question mark in your on your head, which to me signifies you're questioning the person's motives. So whether you're questioning, whoever the other person is, they are asking you for money, whether it is for investment, whether it is because they want you to lend them money, whether it is, investment, or I feel there's something fishy here. I feel like you need to ask more questions, because I feel your gut is telling you, I'm not sure I believe what this guy or woman is saying to me. And when I say guy, it's just human, what this guy or this person is saying to me. So be careful when it comes to any kind of, and this is actually my sign, I just remembered, so I have to be careful of that too. Be careful what you are, of any propositions coming your way when it comes to financial investment, because I feel that there is a possibility that somebody's feeding you a whole bunch of BS, and if you were to give them money, I do not feel it would go towards good use. So this could also be a situation where a family member is asking you for money, and they might be lying what the money's for. So obviously this is not going to apply to all of you. If you are being asked by a family member to lend them money, don't assume they're lying. But he's saying to me, there is going to be a spidey sense, a gut feel that you have that something isn't quite right. And you have the right to inquire further. That is what's being said. So whether it's an investment that somebody comes in for to sell to you or propose to you, or whether it's a family member looking for money, investigate further when it comes to you putting money up front towards something. Okay, very important. So that was a big message. Some of you, I see the vision of an apple being cut in half, and that's a new vision for me, or new symbol. And what does that mean, please? Sharing. Some of you will be sharing your wealth with someone, and I feel like you are giving it away. And I hear the word contribution. So some of you may be splitting your money, and you will bank one portion, another portion will go to some other contribution. For some of you, you will be giving money to charity, or you will be giving money to someone who's less fortunate, or you will be giving money to somebody or something that is of importance to you. And that's different than the message before, because the message before is somebody asking you for money. This is you giving money willingly. So that's a different category. At the same time, thank you for reminding me, if you are thinking of putting money and giving money to a charity or a good cause, make sure you do your due diligence to investigate where the money is going. And I never got that message before. So this is interesting for me, because I try to not remember that it's my sign, because I don't want to get my stuff in the way. But he's reminding me that's also my sign. So it'll be interesting to see how it transpires. I typically don't get stuff from my readings until well into the next month. So, but I also want to not connect with, I don't want to put my own stuff into it, is what I'm trying to say. Some of you are indecisive. What's the indecision about? You're looking at your calendar and you're going, where am I going to fit all this? Where am I going to fit all this? So some of you are getting more jobs coming in, more commitments coming in, or more work coming to you, and you are wondering, where am I going to fit all of this? Okay. Now, the other card, the other message with this for me is, this is also a card where I feel you have to be vigilant of your mind deceiving you. Now, what do I mean by this? Sometimes when we get into a fear mode, or we get into this hectic, anxious mode, sometimes we will fall prey into our old ways of thinking, our old ways of believing, and we get sucked back right into what we were before. So what this is saying to me, and I hear the word poverty thinking. So some of you watch out for thinking, going for, what's the word, please? For being triggered. And I seem to see it seemed to be connected directly to work coming your way, more work coming your way, or more responsibilities coming your way. And you might get triggered where you might go, I don't think I can do this, I'm not worth it, blah, blah, blah. All the things that we say to ourselves that are meaningless. So watch for the mind wanting to deceive you as well. Let me just see what I wrote here. I wrote something else here. Just give me 1 second. When I get these messages, I write them down, because yeah, that's what I'm, just watch. He keeps saying to me, watch your back pocket. Now, there's also another possibility of this card, is that you are looking to take somebody's money. So if that is you, I don't think I need to say anything, because I think you know what I would say. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But for the most part, this is about someone being a victim of theft. Okay. And also watch your thoughts so that your thoughts don't deceive you, but that's a different subject. Now, moving on to health. What did I write here? Okay, I wrote release and open to new perspectives. And then 2 cards fell out. The first card fell out, that was solar plexus, which is all about confidence, our inner power. This is where the feelings of resentment, power, positive and negative, creativity, all those emotions are connected to the 3rd chakra. The second card that fell is the 8 of Swords, but the card is in reverse. So these 2 cards fell like this. See this yellow here, right here, and a lot of yellow here. This is kind of how it fell, like this. Okay, so when I saw this, right away I heard tremendous release. So many of you have been, thank you. So I'm just going to continue. A lot of you are going to be releasing, or are already in a process of releasing some internal blockages when it comes to your confidence when it comes to your ability to do something or be someone. Okay, you are releasing a lot of that, and that seems to be stuck in the solar plexus. Also, solar plexus is all about digestion. So anything with the guts, anything that is connected in the gut area, right below the rib cage and just before the navel, everything in between in that space between those two spots can be triggered by an emotional blockage. So, but if you have had any issues, particularly with digestion, bloating, not being able to tolerate certain foods like dairy, for example, or wheat, or sugar, or gazillion other things, there seems to be some release associated with this card, particularly because you are letting go of some of the emotional trauma. That's what I heard, that has occurred when you were young. For some of you, this trauma dates back when you were 5 years old. So, we all, every single human being goes through traumatic experiences, and oftentimes these traumatic experiences will get stuck as an energy because of the emotions or the magnitude of the emotions that were experienced at the particular time. And if those emotions were not released, they will eventually generate an energetic block, which will eventually cause physical symptoms or ailments in the body. So, some of you are letting go of toxicity, meaning, some of you are letting go of toxic relationships, which have slowed you down. So this is all about emotional health, all about mental health. This is very much a mental card. This tells me that some of you were very fearful, or you come from a place that was very, very fearful. Anxiety, internal mental chaos, depression, anything of that nature, high level of anxiety, which can create panic attacks. You're leaving that behind, or many of you are on the road of clearing that, and that is a fantastic sign. So if you have been experiencing some issues with digestion and bloating and gas, I feel because you're in a month of expansion, you are in a month of transitions and transformations, and you are ending a cycle, you may notice some improvements in the way your body works, particularly in the gut area and everything associated with it. Okay? Some of you, if you have been having a lot of headaches, obviously go see a doctor, but I feel you are going to have less because you are letting go of those fears. And I was just shown as the Fool, number 0, which is you are entering a brand new energy. And that is fantastic. So I feel like everything is preparing you for what's to come next. And then I hear the word September, and I went back a little bit to August. So it looks like August and September are going to be quite interesting for many of you. Some challenges, but I hear auspicious. So I hope this made sense. I'm going to leave it at that. If you would like to comment how this connects with you, by all means, please do. I read every single one of them. I don't respond to everyone because it's not feasible, but I read every single one of them. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, for sharing, and for subscribing. It means the world to me. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. And if you would like a private session, of course, you can connect with me. That information is down below, and I would be honored to have a session with you. Thank you so much again for viewing this, and have yourself a wonderful July. Take care.